So on this video, I'm gonna just be showing you guys how to do this really pretty peachy simple look. So I've already primed her skin using the Nivea Cream Moisturizer and just a Milk of Magnesia. Now I'm just going through and filling in her brows. I'm using the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in the color Chocolate Mousse. Now I'm just going through and concealing her brows using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in 53S Deep Sand. I'm just going out and blending out that concealer and adding a little bit more of the Shape Tape Concealer in 20S Light Sand just to prime the entire eyelid. Now that the concealer has had time to get tacky on her lids, I'm taking that first orange shade from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and I'm just taking that all over the crease. Now I'm taking a smaller fluffy brush and I'm taking the yellow eyeshadow from the same Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and I'm taking that a little bit higher into the crease and just blending out using that orange shadow as well. Now I'm going in and I'm taking that brown eyeshadow from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and I'm just putting that in the kind of the outer corner and somewhat bringing it into the crease and blending it into that orange eyeshadow. Here I'm going to be taking that same Shape Tape Concealer in 20S Light Sand, and I'm going to start cutting the crease on the eyelid. So on her actual lid, I mixed two colors. I took the color Sand from the Violet Voss Flamingo Pro eyeshadow palette. And I also took the Festival palette from Juvia's Place, and I used that peach tone color, and I kind of mixed those two together to get the color on her lid. So here I'm just kind of alternating, packing those colors onto her lid, and then I'm just going in with a little bit of that brown from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette just to kind of deepen up the outer corner before I go in with the liner. And the liner that I'm using is the NYX Epic Ink Vegan Waterproof Liquid Liner. And then now I'm just taking a little bit of the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara and just coating her lashes a little bit before I go ahead and add the false lashes. So here I'm just going under her eye a little bit with the Thayer's Witch Hazel just to get some of the fallout. And now I'm applying the foundation, which is the Black Opal True Color Foundation Stick in Beautiful Bronze. So here I just took a little bit of the Shape Tape concealer and just kind of cleaned up the eyeliner, and that's the same shade 20S Light Sand. And now I'm just applying her false lashes, and these are just some lashes that I got from Amazon, and I will put them in the description bar. So here I'm just taking 2 of the Shape Tape concealers to highlight under her eye. The first one that I'm taking is 36S Medium Tan Sand. And then I'm taking the 53S Deep Sand, and I'm going in the outer portion and down the bridge of her nose in the middle of her forehead to highlight. And here I'm just taking the Black Opal Foundation Stick in the color Ebony Brown, and I'm just using it to contour her face and the bridge of her nose. I'm just going through with the Real Techniques Instapot brush, and I'm just blending out the contour and kind of blending the concealer and everything together using that brush and another Real Techniques brush. Now, once I've gone through and blended everything out one last time, I'm going to go ahead and set her under eye with the Maybelline Shine Free Oil Control Loose Powder in the color Medium. And I'm just taking that under her eyes, down the bridge of her nose. And I'm not really baking, but I'm just kind of setting it into the skin with a damp beauty blender. Now I'm just taking a Morphe under eye bullet brush, and I'm just pressing in that same powder in her forehead and just some of the other places in her face where I don't want it to necessarily bake, but just kind of set into the skin. So now I'm taking that same brush and I'm using the MAC Studio Fix powder in the color N9, and I'm just going through and setting all the other places around her face. So now just to contour her nose and the hollows of her cheeks, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in the color Mocha. And I'm just taking that down the bridges of her nose and down the sides of her face just to do a light contour and kind of blending it out. So here I'm just taking a little bit more of that Maybelline Shine Free Oil Control Loose Powder, and I'm just reinforcing some of the highlights since I added that contour, and I'm just blending it out. And so here I'm just going back in with the MAC Studio Fix powder in N9, and I'm just setting all of the other places of her face and just kind of blending everything together one last time. For her blush, I used the same orange eyeshadow that I used in her crease from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and I just added a little bit of that and just blended it out. To line her lips, I used the MAC lip pencil in the color Stone. Now I'm just going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the color Starfish around her whole lip. And now I'm just alternating between the Stone lip liner and a Wet n Wild lip brush, and I'm just kind of blending in the lips and the lip liner. Now in just the center of her lip, I'm applying the Marc Jacobs Enamored lip glass in the color Want Me number 338. So lastly, I'm just taking that MAC Studio Fix powder in N9 and setting everything and blending it together. And then I'm just finishing it off with the Morphe setting mist. I hope you guys enjoyed this look.